Highnesses, Excellencies, and distinguished guests, please rise as we welcome the arrival of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, President of the United Arab Emirates.
من واجبنا أن نعمل المستحيل ونعمل الغريب ونحدث الأشياء التي تفرح الإنسان.
The Zayed Award for Human Fraternity emerged from a pivotal moment in interreligious dialogue, supported by His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. It also emphasizes that every human being and every religion is called to promote human fraternity.
أود أن أعبر عن تقديري البالغ للأخ الكريم الشيخ محمد بن زايد على رعايته لهذه الوثيقة بما تحمله من نداءات في تعزيز السلم والأخوة والتعايش بين الناس.
As human beings, no matter our color, class, or creed, there is one language that we all speak. And that language is love. Because compassion requires no translation. There's no correct interpretation for the human spirit. We innately understand it without saying a single word. As human beings, we converse in community. We make sentences from shared meals and paragraphs from the past and the plates. We all know what a feast communicates, and that sweet taste of belonging. We savor it every morning, adjusting the margins of our memory, because we all want to remember when last we gathered as one people, as one king, as one human family. You see, many hands made light work when the day is heavy with worry. When the weight of uncertainty becomes too much for one to carry, we carry as a collective. We carry as brothers and sisters, connected not just by blood, but by purpose, by desire that is universal, knowing that victory is only fluent if spoken in the plural. So I speak for all when I say that survival has never been a solo performance, but a chorus of caring voices. As human beings, we are the sum of our choices. So let us choose a vocabulary of unity, built on the heartbeat of our shared humanity.
Please welcome to the stage Secretary General of the Zayed Awards for Human Fraternity, His Excellency Judge Mohammed Abdul Salam.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. صاحب السمو راعي الأخوة الإنسانية الشيخ محمد بن زايد آل نهيان أعزه الله وزاده بهاء ومحبة في قلوب الناس. أصحاب السمو، الحضور رفيع المستوى، أسرة جائزة زايد للأخوة الإنسانية، مصابيح النور والسلام الذين نقدمهم للعالم اليوم المكرمين بجائزة زايد للأخوة الإنسانية. صاحب السمو، قبل 7 سنوات في 4 فبراير 2019 هنا في صرح المؤسس زايد الخير والسلام طيب الله ثراه، وبرعايتكم يا صاحب السمو اختار شيخ الأزهر الشريف الشيخ أحمد الطيب رئيس مجلس حكماء المسلمين والبابا الراحل فرانسيس بابا الفاتيكان ورئيس الكنيسة الكاثوليكية أن يقف هنا في هذا المكان نفسه في ظلال قيم وإرث زايد، يدهما في يدك يا صاحب السمو، لتعلنوا معا للعالم أهم وثيقة في التاريخ الحديث، وثيقة الأخوة الإنسانية. واليوم وفي حضوركم يا صاحب السمو يجيبنا التاريخ عن سؤال طالما تكرر خلال ال7 سنوات: لماذا اختار بابا الفاتيكان وشيخ الأزهر أبو ظبي دون غيرها من بقاع العالم ليعلنوا هذا الدستور الإنساني الحديث؟ والإجابة هي ما نراه اليوم هنا من نفس المكان، من هذا التأثير العالمي القوي لجائزة زايد للأخوة الإنسانية، والذي تجني البشرية ثماره اليانعة بفضل غرسكم الكريم يا صاحب السمو وبإخلاص رجالكم الأوفياء. ولأننا في صرح زايد ومن زايد تعلمنا الوفاء، لا بد أن نشير بكل تقدير إلى الجهد المخلص والدعم الصادق من سمو الشيخ عبد الله بن زايد آل نهيان، الذي بتوجيهات سموكم الكريمة واصل دعمه لتعزيز الدبلوماسية الإنسانية لهذه المبادرات الناجحة التي انطلقت للعالم من أبو ظبي، وأخص جائزة زايد العالمية للأخوة الإنسانية ومجلس حكماء المسلمين لتعزيز السلم بين البشر، حتى صارت قوة ناعمة مؤثرة ليس فقط لدولة الإمارات ولا للمنطقة العربية، ولكن لكل محب الخير والسلام. شكرا والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. شكرا.
What makes the honorees of the Zayed Award so unique is their incredible diversity.
جميع الترشيحات رائعة، وكانت فرصة عظيمة لنستكشف الخير الذي يتواجد في كل مكان من هذه البقاع حول العالم.
La force de rayonnement de personnes ordinaires qui font des choses extraordinaires et qui, par leur comportement, ont un impact sur l'humanité et ont une force d'exemple.
Questo è il momento di transizione della storia. Sono un'espressione di questo cambiamento.
The truth is there are so many people in the world who are doing really fantastic things, small and large.
Travailler pour la paix, pour le développement et le bonheur de l'ensemble de l'humanité.
أشكركم. طبعا كلنا ثقة في عملكم باختيار النماذج التي تستحق التكريم. هذه النماذج يجب أن تكون قدوة للشباب أو للناس سواء في الغرب أو في الشرق.
In a time marked by increased conflict and division, I encourage you to persevere in this noble work. We need authentic testimonies of human kindness and charity to remind us that we are all brothers and sisters.
Tous les principes qui sont à la base de ces prix sont absolument importants.
هذا المشروع العظيم هو مشروع إنساني بامتياز.
It reminds me that meaningful change is always possible and encourages me to carry more of that spirit into my own work.
Everyone can make a difference, and every act of kindness makes everybody better and makes the world a better place.
And I think that's a testimony of what should be human fraternity.
Il premio illuminerà per sempre i percorsi di questi protagonisti.
Tout ce qui peut rassembler les hommes pour pouvoir construire le vivre ensemble, c'est quelque chose de fondamental.
It's important to try to make those people feel like we see them and recognize them, are trying to support them.
La parola insieme, la parola comunità, sono parole di futuro.
It's a time. Now we have our honorees. Congratulations.
We're like a family already. Yes. I'm gonna miss you all.
We are one humanity, and we are one human family. And we should never forget we are stronger when we are together.
Your Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, President of the United Arab Emirates. Your Highnesses, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am Roda Al-Sayegh, and it is an honor to be your host on this remarkable evening. It is a privilege to now introduce to you tonight's honorees. Tonight, we have the honor of recognizing a historic step towards peace. The agreement between the Republic of Azerbaijan and the Republic of Armenia is being honored as a landmark decision guided by visionary leadership towards ending decades of conflict and humanitarian suffering in the Caucasus. Let us take a closer look at the impact of this historic agreement.
Հիմա նոր մարդիկ զգում են կյանքը որն է, ապրելը որն է, հետո ժողովրդի աչքը բացվեց, արդեն շատ էր անում, ու խաղաղ կապրեն ժողովուրդը։
Əsasən də sülh məsələlərinə biz fərdi insanlar fərdi düşünürük, özümüz kimi. Amma mənə elə gəlir ki, yer üzündə nə qədər ki insan var, insanlıq var, İnsan bəşər övladı bir-birinin qayğısına qalmalıdır. Milliyyətindən, dövlətindən, kimliyindən asılı olmayaraq. Yəni müharibənin insanlara bəxş elədiyi acıları heç zadına əvəz eləmək mümkün deyil. Qeyri-mümkündür. 30 illik ömrümüz yoxa çıxdı, belə deyək.
Ես միշտ էլ Աստծուն աղաչում եմ, որ չլինի պատերազմ, չլինի միայն ու միայն խաղաղություն լինի, որ միայն խաղաղություն, որպեսզի մենք նման դեպքեր չունենանք, նման գործ չունենանք։
Mən onun birini itirdiyimə görə, o itirdiyim övladın hər iki tərəfi yaşayıram. Mənə elə gəlir ki, bizimlə burada, bu torpaqlar uğrunda mən yaşadığım hissi ha vaxtsa yaşayıbdır. Çünki onu da anası var.
Ես ուզում եմ, որ մեզանից բոլորը ամբողջ աշխարհում ապրող մարդիկ խաղաղության արժեքը շատ լավ իմանան.
Ne bileyim, bizim hayat çok güzel hayatıydı. Bilmirəm, o nə baş verdi? 4 ay oldu, 30 il.
Onların da bizim süfrələrimizin başında oturan vaxtları olubdu. Yer üzündə, bəşəriyyətdə, insanların içində daxili bir gerçəklik var, bir gözəllik var.
Մեկը բացի ամենակարևորը որ կան լավ հուշեր, լավ պահեր, խաղաղալի տարիներին սենց կյանք են քաշել իսկականից պաշտպան են, էլի գնահատեն ամեն մի անցածը, որ անցել են ու հիմա պետքա չմոռանան, էլի որ ինչ դրությունից են եկել հասել այս դրության։
Dünyada yer külləsinin arasında olur olsun, əmin-amanlıq olmalıdır.
բնակչություն լինի։ Ես որպես ծնող կասեմ, ես երբեք չեմ ուզի իմ բալիկը պատերազմ տեսնի։
Համեմատել չի կարելի, հիմի շատ հանգիստ խաղաղ լավ է։ Ով սահմանի մոտ է դպրոցը, բայց շատ ապահով է, շատ։
After almost 30 years of war, it was really difficult for us to think about peace. But now we can see the future of peace here.
Որ վայրում կգտնվենք, կարծում եմ ամենակարևորը ինձ խաղաղության խաղաղ process-ում զարգանալը եւ կյանքի համակեցությունը շարունակելն է.
Stability is creating peace and peace is creating stability. So these are connected and they coexist together.
Now the hope for the peace for us means seeing the flags of the two nations and focusing on the collaboration and development of the region.
Կեն միմյանց գնահատեն մեկը մյուսի ունեցած արժեքները, ապրեն մեկը մյուսի ցավով, ապրումակցում է ինչ-որ միտեղ։
Որ գալիս են, ասում են գա դե լավ մարդ անենտեղ տեղ ունի։
Yəni bu sülhə addımdır qızım. Bizim arzu və istəyimiz odur ki, o yığılıb itən gəncliyimiz olub, yığılıb arzu istəklərimiz olub, onları gələcək nəsillərə ötürə biləcək.
We are learning what it means to live in peace, and believe me, it's a beautiful feeling.
It is important to strengthen peace. It will have concrete impact for that both in Armenia and Azerbaijan.
Kalıcı barışın tesisi yolunda hem İlham Aliyev kardeşimin attığı cesur adımları hem de Sayın Paşinyan'ın ortaya koyduğu kararlı iradeyi son derece kıymetli bulduğumu özellikle ifade etmek istiyorum. 2026 Zayed İnsan Kardeşliği Ödülleri'nin tüm insanlık için hayırlar getirmesini diliyor.
I sincerely congratulate President İlham Aliyev and Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan on receiving the Sheikh Zayed Award for Human Fraternity. I would like to express my sincere appreciation to His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan for his consistent commitment to upholding these values.
Muhtaram Birleşken Arap Amirliklari Prezidenti Shayx Muhammad bin Zayed Al Nahyan A'lo Hazratlari bugun Shayx Zayed nomidagi insoniy birodarlik xalqaro mukofotiga sazovor bo'lgan Ozarbayjon Respublikasi Prezidenti Ilhom Aliyev janob oliylari va Armaniston Respublikasi Bosh vaziri Nikol Pashinyan janob oliylarini chin dildan tabriklash menga ulkan sharaf bag'ishlaydi.
This landmark agreement exemplifies the very essence of human fraternity that the Zayed Award so profoundly celebrates.
Hurmatlı İlham Geydarovich, hurmatlı Nikol Babayevich, sizler de Zayed atınдағы Адамзат боордоштугу эл аралык сыйлыгынын 2026 жылдагы лауреаты наамынын ыйгарылышы менен чын дилимден куттуктаймын.
إن اختيار الفائزين من قبل القيمين على جائزة زايد الدولية التي تحظى برعاية كل من قداسة الحبر الأعظم البابا لاون الرابع عشر وفضيلة شيخ الأزهر الشريف أحمد الطيب يمثل اعترافاً دولياً رفيعاً ويؤكد القيمة الإنسانية العميقة للأعمال التي تخدم السلام وكرامة الإنسان.
Cesaretle taşıyan şahsiyetleri onurlandırarak insanlık vicdanının hala dipdiri olduğunu ve müreffeh bir geleceğin ancak kardeşlik ruhuyla inşa edilebileceğini tüm dünyaya ilan etmektedir.
My friends, allow me to extend the warm greetings of the Jordanian people to the distinguished honorees and attendees at this important event, the 2026 Zayed Award for Human Fraternity. I am deeply honored to join you all in recognizing and celebrating the Armenia-Azerbaijan Peace Agreement and the tremendous efforts and people who have made it possible.
We now invite our honorees, President of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, and Prime Minister of Armenia, Nikol Pashinyan.
We need to agree who will be speaking first.
Your Highness, Mr. President of United Arab Emirates, my dear brother, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, members of the judging committee, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I'd like to express my gratitude to the judging committee for this award. It's a great honor for me to receive an award which bears the name of the founder of UAE, late Sheikh Zayed, the great leader whose vision and actions transformed UAE into one of the most prosperous and successful countries of the world. My dear brother Sheikh Mohammed continues the policy of his father in development, in progress, in continued modernization. Today UAE is really an example for many countries how to transform the country, how to build a society which lives in peace, in harmony, which is deeply connected to its historical roots, but at the same time looks to the future. I'd like to express gratitude to His Eminence, Grand Imam of Al-Azhar, Dr. Ahmed Al-Tayeb, and His Holiness Pope Leo for their contribution to the interreligious dialogue and their efforts to bring civilizations close to each other. I also express gratitude to all the colleagues who address their kind messages to this ceremony, once again underlining the importance of peace between Azerbaijan and Armenia, not only for our two countries, but for broader region. We were at war for more than 30 years. Now we live in peace for 6 months. As I said many times, we're learning. Learning to live in peace, I can tell you it's a special feeling. We never lived in peace since we became independent. And we are learning fast. So last 6 months since the historical summit in Washington, hosted by US President Donald Trump, was the months of partnership, cooperation, and movement towards long-lasting and eternal peace. I'd like also to express gratitude to President of the United States, Donald Trump, for his contribution to peace between Azerbaijan and Armenia. He hosted a trilateral summit on 8 August 2025, which resulted in initialing of peace agreement between Armenia and Azerbaijan and signing the joint declaration, and President Trump also signed it as a witness, thus putting an end to a long-lasting, 3-decade-plus, bloody, deadly conflict. These 6 months, as I said, were very important for development of our relations. We not only lifted the restrictions on cargo transportation through Azerbaijan to Armenia, but also started to export oil products to Armenia. In other words, in these 6 months, we started cooperation. We are now increasing our trade relationship. And this morning I met my Armenian colleague and we discussed how to move forward. And definitely today's award ceremony, an appreciation of our efforts by this distinguished judging committee and all our friends is very encouraging. I think that our example should be learned and taken as a roadmap for those who are still at war. Our example demonstrates that peace is possible despite long-lasting conflict, despite sufferings, and despite mutual untrust. Peace is possible when there is a strong political will from both sides and when this process is supported by friendly countries and by the international community. And my last point about this award ceremony here in Abu Dhabi, I think it is symbolic because the last round of negotiations between Armenia and Azerbaijan took place here last July, just a month before historical summit in Washington. So here in Abu Dhabi, with the support of our brother Sheikh Mohammed, we came to a final agreement to establish peace and then formalized it in Washington. So this symbolism today is in the air. And once again, I'd like to express gratitude to all those who made a decision to award us with this distinguished and prestigious award, and to all those who helped us to reach peace. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, distinguished colleagues, excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on now here is unbelievable. Leaders of Azerbaijan and Armenia have come together to share the Honorable Zayed Award for Human Fraternity in recognition of the peace deal between Armenia and Azerbaijan. During the last almost 40 years, you would never have seen the words peace, Armenia, Azerbaijan as a part of an ensemble. And even if these words would come together, it would rather mean something unbelievable. That's why what has happened in 2025 and is happening now is unbelievable. But this ceremony is not only a celebration of the peace deal, it is also a confirmation by both Armenia and Azerbaijan that the page of the conflict is turned. Otherwise, it would be meaningless for the president of Azerbaijan or for me to come here and accept this honor. This is also an act of support by the international community because the decision was made by the judging committee with highly respectable member list from all around the world. And I would like to express my gratitude and appreciation to the judging committee. Dear friends, your decision is definitely strengthening peace in our region, and thank you for that. This award was established jointly by His Eminence, the Grand Imam of Al-Azhar, and His Holiness the Pope. This fact symbolizes the support of Muslim and Christian worlds for peace between Armenia and Azerbaijan. Ladies and gentlemen, unbelievable things happen when there is belief, devotion, vision, and wisdom. I think the peace deal happened because Armenia and Azerbaijan understood that the conflict needs to be stopped now, otherwise it will never be stopped, bringing new and new sufferings to both countries and peoples. But while the Zayed Award for Human Fraternity is being formally presented to the leaders of Armenia and Azerbaijan, it is in truth an achievement that belongs to our peoples. The leaders of Armenia and Azerbaijan have taken bold steps, but it is the willingness of our peoples to embrace a new future that truly makes the historic moment possible. This award, therefore, is as much for every Armenian and Azerbaijani who dared to hope for peace. And I would like to thank both of our peoples for understanding that the past isn't changeable and is beyond of our reach. So we don't have to concentrate on what we can't change. We need to focus on creating a peaceful and prosperous future for our nations. It isn't an easy path because there is big mistrust, pessimism, anger, and even hate. During the conflict, many have died. Many grieving families are now following what is happening here. Some of them maybe would consider this event inappropriate, but the continuation of sufferings isn't the relief or respect for those who suffered. The continuation of killings isn't the relief or respect for those who were killed and for their relatives. Peace is the only relief for all. Peace is the biggest respect for victims. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, on this remarkable occasion of receiving this honorary Zayed Award for Human Fraternity, I would like to express my deep gratitude to the President of the United States, Donald Trump, whose personal engagement and devotion to the ideal of peace was the key factor for the peace deal between Armenia and Azerbaijan, and hopefully we will have the honor to be present at the ceremony awarding him the deserved Nobel Peace Prize. Thank you, and let me express my special gratitude and respect to His Highness President of United Arab Emirates, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, and founding father of this beautiful and great country, late Honorable Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan. Thank you very much.
Let us once again extend our heartfelt congratulations to the Armenia-Azerbaijan Peace Agreement, a model of reconciliation and peace building. In the face of injustice, our next honoree reflects the power of persistence. Zarqa Yaftali has dedicated her life in protecting the right of education and dignity of girls and women in Afghanistan. Let us now take a moment to delve deeper into her remarkable story.
در دهکده ما در زمستان چون گربه خاکی رنگی که فرتوده
The main victim of war and conflict are women.
Today, many of us feel like we're prisoners inside our own home. We're alive, but we're not truly living. My feelings are a mix of sadness, longing, and hope.
Right now, about 2.5 million girls are deprived from the right to education.
I'm Zarqa Yaftali, and I'm working as a women's rights activist for women and girls in Afghanistan.
I never thought about leaving Afghanistan one day. But when the situation changed, it was the most hard decision that I took during my life. When I was a young girl, education right was denied from all girls and women in Afghanistan. I couldn't see any future for myself. My mother, she is very brave. She was the principal and she established the underground school in 1997.
یگانه آرزویم تحصیل اولادان بود. بلا مراول میکردیم یک سه نفر همسایه بالاخره زیاد اومد نفر تقریبا به 400-500 نفر شاگردان رسید. ولی خطرناک بود. ما خودگذاری کردیم. خودت استعداد خوب داشتی بایستی.
The day we had the opportunity to go back to school, I cried. People came to the streets, they celebrate this victory together. It was a very emotional day for all of us. When I went to university, I thought that I have all of the world in front of me. It was beautiful. But all things suddenly changed. The dreams of 16 million women and girls was broken. We lost everything. For me, freedom is living in an environment that there isn't any discrimination. You can have access to the education, to work, to political participation, to life and dignity. We are providing the opportunity of online education for more than 1,000 students. It is incredible that we have this number of students in tonight's class. I'm working during the night, and sometimes it is very difficult when you are a mother and you have 3 young kids. But for me, this is my responsibility. This is my love.
For all kids, the parents is their hero. But Zarqa is a real hero because she's fighting for humanity.
If I could tell my mom one thing, I'll tell her, keep going and make people happy.
I believe that change will come one day.
I would like to thank you, Ms. Zarqa Yaftali. Do remind me that I want to be the voice of girls of Afghanistan whose voices has been silent.
Afghanistan women are not the victim, they are the hero, and they are not going to give up.
And now, please join me in welcoming Honoree Zarqa Yaftali to the stage.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Your Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Your Excellencies, distinguished member of the Judging Committee, ladies and gentlemen. It is both an honor and deeply humbling moment to stand before you today. I wish to express my sincere gratitude to the Zayed Award for Human Fraternity, the distinguished member of Judging Committee, and also I want to extend my gratitude to our international allies and partners, especially Malala Yousafzai and Malala Fund, that they have supported women of Afghanistan during the very harsh and darkest time of our history. Receiving this award is not only a personal triumph, but a profound responsibility. It is with deep humility, and I dedicated this honor to the courageous women of Afghanistan, who, even when deprived of their most basic rights, continue to stand and raise their voices every day with dignity, resilience, and courage. This honor belongs to the mothers, like my own mother, who in the darkest of time keep the light of hope alive for their children. And to the young girls who, despite every door being closed, they don't abandon their dreams of learning. Just 4 years ago, girls in Afghanistan walked freely into their classrooms. Women lead public and private institutions. Women lead and work in the media, serve in the justice system of Afghanistan. Today, the reality has been reversed, and women have been systematically stripped from all their basic rights and freedoms, a grave situation that we are calling gender apartheid. In this context, the Zayed Award for Human Fraternity represents far more than recognition. It sends a clear moral message. The systematic exclusion of women must never be met with silence. I am reminded of a quote from the namesake of the award, the late founder of United Arab Emirates, Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, who said, "The woman is half of the society, and any country which pursues development should not leave her in poverty and illiteracy." As a Muslim woman, it is an honor to receive an award supported by His Holiness Pope Leo and Grand Imam of Al-Azhar and Chairman of the Muslim Council of Elders, Ahmad Al-Tayyib, who has made it clear that preventing Afghanistan women's right to education contradicts Islam, and that the pursuit of knowledge is for every person, male and female. I envision a future where every girl and every woman is free to learn, to lead, and to take her rightful place, not as an exception, not by permission, but by right. As we came together to champion human fraternity, equality, and limitless potential of every girl and woman. I extend my deepest gratitude to the late Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan. Tafi passed away 20 years ago. His enduring legacy and values and principles remain vibrant, embodied in this award. I believe that one day the situation in Afghanistan will be changed. Our girls will be find the opportunity to go back to school, and they will regain their rights to education. The women of Afghanistan will regain their rights, the basic rights that there isn't any restriction in accessing of this right. But until that time, it is our responsibility to support them, to stand with them, and never allow their silence to become normalized. Thank you so much.
Congratulations again to Zarqa Yaftali, who demonstrates a lifetime of courage in empowering girls and women. It is with great admiration that we turn our attention to an organization that for decades have been protecting human dignity and strengthening community resilience in the most adverse circumstances. Let us take a look at the impact of Palestinian humanitarian organization Taawon.
كنا عايشين بأمان والسلام، فجأة تلاقي الدنيا كلها راحة، فالصدمة كانت كبيرة. أجت الحرب، أجت المجاعة.
Taawon is fighting for a life of dignity for the Palestinians on their land. And that means that we touch all aspects of Palestinian life. And we need to create hope. Without hope, we cannot build a path for a hopeful future. When we are called to action, we respond immediately. We have the highest number of orphan children per capita in the world.
أصعب المواقف اللي أنا شعرت فيها منذ ولادتي هي لحظة وصول خبر فقدان بابا.
We're talking about 55,000 child affected in a context where 80% of infrastructure is destroyed.
بسبب آلية الحرب حولت المكان من مكان تعليمي إلى مكان أصبح إيواء للنازحين. تعاملت مع مرضى بسبب الحرب، جميع أنواع أشكال الإصابات تاعتهم. كان المريض ينظر إلي كأنا كدكتور إني أنا صانع الأمل.
When you see the suffering, the destruction, the hunger, we keep going and we cannot give up.
رغم كل شيء أنا قوية، أنا واقفة.
We did projects where we helped restore homes for people and then been destroyed.
هاي الصور اللي هون مثلا معروضة هي كلها صور لأماكن اختفت. أغلب هاي الناس تشردت، اختفت. منجمع كل هاي الأشياء على أساس نحاول نرمم الحياة والمستقبل اللي خسرناه.
من سن الطفولة وأنا هون بهاي الأرض.
بحس بالمفخرة، بحس بالفخر إنه إحنا عمالنا بنساعد المزارعين يثبتوا بأرضهم.
لا يمكن أن أترك أرضي. هاي أنا كنتك هاي قطعة من روحي.
التعايش، المحبة، قبول الآخر، كل هذه القيم إحنا بنحاول نزرعها في قلوب طلابنا بغض النظر مسيحي، مسلم، يهودي.
We are committed for the long term. They need healing. They need an opportunity to grieve, to cry, to play.
إن شاء الله أصير دكتورة، أدخل طب جراحة قلبية. أنا راح أفيد أولاد بلدي، أولاد شعبي، أنهم هم أكثر الناس اللي بحاجتي.
We don't give up and they come back and tell us, you changed my life. You gave me hope. People are motivated by an inner sense of justice. And seeing a smile and seeing they're able to smile back gives me hope that we are doing the right thing. One day we live in peace, have a life with dignity and equality like the rest of the population of the world. We cannot leave anyone behind.
And now we invite Dr. Nabil Qadoumi, Chairman of the Board of Directors, to deliver Taawon's acceptance remarks.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. صاحب السمو الشيخ محمد بن زايد آل نهيان حفظه الله، رئيس دولة الإمارات العربية المتحدة، سعادة المستشار محمد عبد السلام الأمين العام للجائزة، لجنة التحكيم الموقرة، السادة القائمون على الجائزة، السيدات والسادة الحضور. أطفالنا يستحقون الحياة والأمل والحلم والكرامة. من الكرامة يولد الأمل، ومن الأمل يكبر الحلم، ومن الحلم يبنى المستقبل. إنه لمن دواعي اعتزازنا أن تكرم مؤسسة التعاون الفلسطينية بجائزة زايد للأخوة الإنسانية لعام 2026. إن هذا التكريم لا يخص مؤسسة التعاون وحدها، بل يعكس صمود الإنسان الفلسطيني وجهود كوادرنا وشركائنا، ويشكل حافزاً لمواصلة مسيرتنا. وتعمل مؤسسة التعاون بشكل وثيق مع مانحيها وشركائها من مؤسسات المجتمع المدني المنفذة على الأرض، ومع المستفيدين، حيث تلامس جهود المؤسسة اليوم حياة أكثر من 1,000,000 فلسطيني سنوياً في الوطن واللجوء. ومنذ تأسيسها قبل 4 عقود اعتمدت مؤسسة التعاون نهجاً تنموياً شمولياً طويل الأمد، انطلاقاً من إيمانها بأن تمكين الإنسان الفلسطيني من العيش بكرامة وصون حقه في مستقبل أفضل لا يتحقق عبر الجهود الإغاثية الطارئة والمتفرقة، بل من خلال برامج مستدامة ومتنوعة في مجالات التعليم والصحة والثقافة وبناء القدرات المجتمعية. ولعل ما يميز نهجنا هو وضع الإنسان الفلسطيني في قلب كل تدخل، باعتباره فاعلاً في التنمية لا مجرد متلق للمساعدة. إذ تعمل مؤسستنا من داخل المجتمع ومعه، من خلال حضور ميداني مباشر في الضفة الغربية والقدس وقطاع غزة، إلى جانب دورها المحوري في دعم اللاجئين الفلسطينيين في مخيمات لبنان. رأيتم نماذج ولمحة سريعة عن بعض برامج مؤسسة التعاون. إن تكريم مؤسسة التعاون يأتي متسقاً مع رسالة جائزة زايد للأخوة الإنسانية المستلهمة من نهج الشيخ زايد بن سلطان آل نهيان طيب الله ثراه، ومن القيم الإنسانية النبيلة التي أرستها وثيقة الأخوة الإنسانية التي وقعها فضيلة الإمام الأكبر الأستاذ الدكتور أحمد الطيب شيخ الأزهر الشريف وقداسة البابا فرانسيس في أبو ظبي عام 2019، والهادفة إلى ترسيخ الكرامة الإنسانية وتعزيز التماسك المجتمعي، باعتبارهما من الركائز الأساسية التي تقوم عليها الجائزة. ختاماً، نشكر القائمين على الجائزة ولجنة التحكيم الموقرة وفريق الجائزة على الأرض، فتكريمكم اليوم يساهم في تسليط مزيد من الضوء على الأولويات الإنسانية والتنموية في فلسطين، وتعزيز الشراكات التي تسهم في تحقيق أثر مستدام لتمكين تلك المجتمعات. دمتم ودامت القيم الإنسانية جسراً للتضامن بين شعوب العالم، ودام شعبنا الفلسطيني صامداً أبياً. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Congratulations again to Taawon. To support us and bringing tonight's ceremony to its conclusion, we welcome to the stage Secretary General for the Zayed Award for Human Fraternity, His Excellency Judge Mohammed Abdel Salam. I'm deeply honored to welcome to the stage His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, President of the United Arab Emirates, to present tonight's honorees with the Zayed Award for Human Fraternity. Let us welcome to the stage 2026 honoree Afghan Girls Education Advocate Zarqa Yaftali. With great admiration, please welcome to the stage Dr. Nabil Qadoumi on behalf of Palestinian organization Taawon. Welcome to the stage 2026 honorees President of Azerbaijan Ilham Aliyev and Prime Minister of Armenia Nikol Pashinyan. We now invite His Highness Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Minister of Foreign Affairs of the United Arab Emirates. We now also invite His Excellency and the 2026 Judging Committee to join us on stage for the official Zayed Awards for Human Fraternity 2026 photo. Your Highnesses, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, it has been an honor to host the 2026 Zayed Award for Human Fraternity ceremony. Thank you and have a lovely evening ahead.